What's going on? Here we are, back at it again, balling with Bear. Got the notebook ready to go. Wrong page. Here we are, back at it again, balling with Bear. Woo! So, this past week, I picked every game, I talked about it. Let's see how I did. I went Rams, that's a loss. Bengals, that's a loss. Eagles, that's a W. Colts, it's a tie. That's bullshit. Saints, W. Ravens, W. Panthers, L. Bears, W. Washington, W. Chargers, W. Tennessee, loss. Kansas City, W. Vikings, W. Bucks, W. Broncos, L. All in all, I went about 9-5-1, technically 9-6. So I'm gonna give myself some relief on the tie. So it's 9 wins, 5 losses. It didn't really correlate well into my betting parlays because I only won one. Bear down, Steelers money line, Bears money line. Tend to win 115. Winner, the long shot. How about that? But we're going to get into that next episode. This episode, we're just going to talk about the games. So let's just roll through them. We'll try to be a little bit quicker this week. Washington at the Lions. Washington's getting plus 1.5. Never bet that. That's ridiculous. Games don't come out to win by 1. It's even if the two teams suck. I don't fall into that propaganda. That's bullshit. I like Washington's money line plus 102. Browns at the Jets. We don't even need to say this. Browns are going to win. Minus 6.5. If you're thinking they're going to win by a touchdown, that's risky. Watch out for Breece Hall. Minus 270 is the money line. So unless you're throwing in an underdog with it in a parlay, it's a rough game. But I think the Browns should win easily. Bucks minus 2.5, minus 144. Again, they're playing the Saints. I like the Bucks to win. Minus 2.5 to win by a field goal. I mean, most teams usually do. So I would just... You can do spread, but I think that money line is only minus 144, so that's not much of a difference. I would just go money line. Panthers over Giants. Giants look like the better team. They're favored minus 1.5. It's going to be the battle of the running backs. Saquon versus Christian McCaffrey. But I picked the Panthers to beat the Browns last week. It didn't work out, so let's go back to the Panthers. I don't think that the Giants get 2 wins. They're an NFC East team. There's no way. I'm not buying into that. Plus 1.5 Panthers. I don't like that. Take the money line. Plus 108. Bear told you so. New England at Pittsburgh. I don't think Belichick's going to lose 2 in a row, but I'm all on the Trubisky train, so we're going to flow the Steelers into next week. Hopefully Najee's okay. He's going to play. Looks like he's going to. Plus 2.5. Again, teams don't lose by 2 very much. I would just take the money line. Plus 120. Colts versus the Jaguars. I like the Colts. They deserve it. They should have won last week. My man shanked that kick like I was off the first tee box. I mean, it was terrible. It was awful. The Colts deserve it. The Colts should win. And then we got Dolphins at Ravens. I like the Dolphins to win. The Ravens do look good. Lamar Jackson looks real good. But it's weird that, Tyreek Hill's playing good. Tua's not playing too terrible. They got Waddle. I think that Miami's going to pull it off, and a lot of Ravens fans are going to be pissed off. If you're a Ravens fan watching this, sorry about it. Don't text me, bud. Just be better. I don't know what to tell you. Falcons at Rams. I think Rams bounce back, get their first win. Although, Falcons are plus 10.5. I love that bet. Mariota played great week 1 versus the Saints. So, Falcons plus 10.5 all day. The Rams are favored by a pretty hefty amount. Let's look at this right here. The Rams are minus 10, and their money line is minus 550. I would stay the hell away from that, and I did. I still think you're going to win, but in my tickets this week, I have Falcons plus 10.5 on some of them. Seahawks, 49ers. I think the 49ers are going to win. Seahawks, I think their Super Bowl was against Russell Wilson. They played great, and Russell Wilson still couldn't score from the goal line like 3 or 4 times. So I think the 49ers bounced back after the whooping the Bears gave them. Bear down. Cincinnati at Dallas. Dallas is depleted without Dak. The depleted, Dakless Cowboys. Terrible. God awful. Hopefully Pollard gets some bump because he's on my team, my fantasy team. We'll go Cincy to win. Sorry, Austin, if you're watching this, you probably won't make it through the video because you're a terrible friend. And if you are, I'm a terrible friend. So we'll just see how this rolls. Let me knock on some wood for you. Texans, Broncos. Hopefully the Broncos can get it done. I got the Broncos on a lot of my tickets for my parlays. I threw the Texans on one of them just in case they screw me again. But we're going to go Broncos. Cardinals, Raiders. I love the Cardinals plus 5.5. I think it's going to be a field goal decided game. Although I think that the Raiders should have played better and caught up to the Chargers last game. So I think they're going to be a little bit more pissed off rather than the Cardinals, who just got stomped on by Kansas City. So I expect both of them to battle, but the Raiders should get it done. We'll take the Raiders. Sunday Night Football, don't even kid yourself. We're going Bears all the way. Aaron Rodgers looked terrible against the Vikings. His offensive line looked terrible. And don't get me wrong, Bears played a gritty game. It was sloppy in Chicago. But they got the job done, son. That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to go bear down all the way. And their odds are pretty sweet. Plus 385 for the money line. I mean, throw it on the parlay. Boost the odds all the way. And that game's actually at plus 10 and minus 10. I took them early in the week when it was at plus 9.5. I should have waited. Or Maryland, you can get this mobile thing going. Why do I have to go to Maryland Live every time I want to make a bet? I got to go to the casino. Ridiculous. Let's get it online. Monday night, we got Buffalo against Tennessee. Tennessee's plus 10. Buffalo is minus 10. I like the Bills to win. If I was a betting man, I would like the Tennessee Titans plus 10, and I am a betting man. I just stayed away from that game. I didn't touch it. So, just to recap, last week I was 9-5-1. We'll see what I am this week. A little bit quicker video for you all. Next video, stick around. I'm going to go over my parlays of this week, and if you're watching this, hopefully you can be a winner like me, and if not, you should fade me. But I don't know, because I was 9-5-1, and I got my results on my parlays over here, and they're not bad. I'm about 60-65%. And I got one winner. But if we're looking at winners out of all my tickets, I'm probably about 20%, maybe 15%. Who knows? I forgot that there was 2 Monday night games, so Vikings, Eagles. I like the Eagles to win. However, I bet on the Vikings, so we're going to rock Vikings. Preferably the Vikings win. I hit some parlays. I get my pick 'em right. If not, the Eagles win and the Vikings go down and get a loss, and it's better for the Bears standing in the NFC North. So I'm all about it. Just had to add that in. We're going to see how we do this week. Hopefully we stay on this above 500 trend. Again, I'm 9-5-1. I guess I forgot to pick a team. It is what it is. It doesn't matter. This week I didn't get a chance to pick the Thursday night game, so maybe just each week we'll leave a game out of it. I'm not really sure. I'm 9-5-1, above 500, with a tie in there. 9-5-1. Let's see how we do this week. I'm all about it. Bear down, baby.